pre-reader, steps 1 and 2. This is the second reading book called The Letter Hunt. This book is all about trying to find the letters A all the way through to Z in order in the different places that the animals go for a trip. It also shows again the author and the illustrator. This one has 2 authors, which you can mention to the children and make sure the children understand that an author is the person who writes the book, who puts the words in the book, and the illustrator is the person who makes the pictures. So just like in the last book, I'm going to read this one to you. And as we are reading through this one, we will emphasize the key letters and point to them. And and we'll get started. So first off, asking the children, what do they think this book is about? And obviously they're going to talk about the animals going in a car. Some of the children may decide to come up with where they might be going. It's kind of good to let the children imagine the places that that the animals are going to go. It helps their imagination. You can point out the ABC license plate. It just depends on the concepts that you are trying to teach when you're reading the book at that time. Okay, so Pop Fox took Ted, Cat, and Pig for a drive. "We're going on a letter hunt," said Pop Fox. "That's when we look for our ABCs. "Oh, I get it," said Pig. "I see an A over there, and some B's and C's too. We're off to a great start," said Pop Fox. So then what you would do is you would stop and you would have the children point out the letters that are the main letters on this page. So it would be the A, the B, and the C. So you could have some children point over here to the word airport. They're pointing to the A, the B. There are C's here, and that way they are focusing on the letters of the alphabet. They stopped for a snack at Eddie's Diner. "This menu has lots of D's and E's," noticed Pig. "I like the E in egg salad," said Ted, taking a big bite. So again, I won't say this on every page. You would stop and have the children find the main letters on each page before you carried on to the next page. Once lunch was over, Ted ran to the fire station next door. "Fire hose," said Ted. "Hey, that starts with F." Whoosh went the hose as Ted turned on the water. Then they all went to the store. "What other letters do we see?" asked Pop Fox. "G in grapes, H in honey, and I in ice cream." "I see another H in hot dogs." "Hot dog buns," said Cat. So here's a hot dog bun. So having the children point is a great way to engage them in the story. And because we have 10 copies of these books, the children obviously are not going to be reading the books, but they can read along as you are reading the story to the children. On the way back to the car, they passed a karate school. "I see lots of J's and K's," said Pig. "J in jump and K in kick," exclaimed Ted, doing both and whoops, falling down. Let's stop by the library to hunt for L's, M's, and N's, suggested Cat. Look, I see 2 L's and 2 M's, called Cat. Shh, whispered Pop Fox. I see 2 N's in no noise, please. Pop Fox stopped by the post office to pick up some stamps. I've never seen so many O's and P's, Pig pointed out. You're right, Pig. If you look carefully, you'll find letters you know all around you. Driving on, they hunted for Q's, R's, and S's. I don't see any Q's, said Cat. Wait, I see a Q, cried Pig. It's over here on the train. Oh, cool. I see one too, said Cat. Wow, are you sure this is your first letter hunt? Asked Pop Fox. I'm afraid we're stuck in some traffic, said Pop Fox. Can we turn around? Asked Ted. Unfortunately not, said Pop Fox. Look, it says no U-turns. No U-turns, agreed Ted, but I'll bet we can find T's and U's. While Pop Fox returned a DVD, Ted rested on a bench. Ted, look, said Cat. 3 V's and 4 W's. What does that sign say? Oops, said Ted. It says, watch out, wet paint. The children will probably get a kick out of that. We're finally here, said Pop Fox. Now, or wow, you drove us to the zoo, but we haven't found X, Y, and Z yet, exclaimed Pig. I see X's and Y's, said Cat, and zoo, or Z-O-O spells zoo. I can read that word. Hooray, said Ted. We found every letter from A to Z. Now that we're at the zoo, we can go on an animal letter hunt, said Pop Fox. A for armadillos, B for bears, then C for camels. I'm never too tired for letter hunting, said Ted. Let's go. So all through that book, as you can see, the children were to look for the letters in the alphabet that were focused on each page. Then what you can do is you can try, as you're going through the book again, over and over again, you can try and have the children find some of the letters. So in this book, or in this workbook, they were learning A, M, T, S, and S, I, and F. And so they can point to the letters, some of the letters that they're learning. So there's an I in pig, an A in cat, a T in cat. So they can try and find some of the letters that they learned in their workbook. So that is how they suggest doing this. They also suggest if the children go outside and there's letters, like there are letters on the school that say Unity Christian Mission, and so those are letters that the children can point out to show the ones that they've learned. Now again, with this book, there are many concepts that can be taught in this book. Colors is obviously one of them, as well as location words. The concepts wet, dry, full, empty, loud, quiet, same and different. Those concepts also can be found in this book. And so I definitely want you guys to use it for more. So here, obviously, this would be the wet, wet, and these guys are dry. And in the library, it's the quiet and the loud, making sure that the children, once they are able to get to a library, that they understand that libraries are meant to be a quiet place. You can talk again about safety when they were coming up here. There's another stop so that the train can go on the track. So that's another safety thing that you can talk about. You can talk about emotions again as the children are looking at the different faces in the book. Even this one, you can see their faces are, it's not happy, it's surprised or shocked that that happened. It is very good. Emotions are very good for the children to learn because it's a way that we as humans communicate is through facial expression and emotion. Again, with this book, there are many, many questions that can be asked as you're going through the book. Even once you finish reading the book, you can ask, where did the children go? And then the children can think back that they went to the airport, they went to a diner, they went to a fire station, etc. What did they see at the airport? So then, what do you see in this picture? We see buses, we see airplanes. You can say, how many airplanes did you see? There's 2 airplanes, a white one and a blue one. So you're doing your colors then. You can talk about whose sandwich exploded on Pop Fox. So then they would say Ted's sandwich exploded. Again, I do have, I know it's hard to see in this video, but I do have the document with a variety of questions that you can use. Obviously, you guys will be able to come up with more questions than what I have, but making sure that the children understand questions and their concepts will help them with their learning throughout school, not just in kindergarten. It's something that will help them in their, as they write, as they read, as they communicate, all throughout their life. Okay, that was the Letter Hunt book.